My name is Rachel Kahn. I'm the Executive Director of the Hamilton Hill Art Center. I've been the director since 2017, but I've been involved my entire life. My grandmother founded the Art Center in 1969. A woman came to her speaking about the needs of the children in the area, not having a place to be after school. So she came together with a group of people from the community to envision what they could create for these children. And she was an artist and inspired by the Black Pride movement and the Black Arts movement, and what people felt was that they could, or what they eventually came upon, was that they could restore their community to a sense of wholeness by giving the children the art and culture of their ancestors. And so it morphed into something where community members came and brought their talents for the kids. It was all volunteer at that point. They brought, we had a photography teacher that donated his skills. We had African dancers and drummers, and it just grew from there. And it still kind of works like that, in that it continually changes depending on what people feel that they want to offer. We also offer free after-school programs that focus on the art and culture of the African diaspora. They include classes like capoeira, which is an Afro-Brazilian martial art, steel pan, African dance and drumming, also just regular crafts. We feel that creativity is important to the children for two reasons. One, that when you have that ability to think creatively, you have the ability to create something out of nothing, to create a world that you've never experienced before. So we feel that skill empowers the community. We may not produce artists, we may, but if we don't, we at least produce people that have the flexibility of thought to transform their world.
I am an art instructor and support staff for the after-school program. When I first started working with the Art Center during the Black Lives Matter Youth Mural Camp in 2021, I worked with 20 teenagers who had to come together to design and create like a cohesive mural idea. That what we ended up with was a product that all of the kids were so proud of.
I think the community commitment, the ability of the staff to have a sense of what the community wants, and the ability of the staff to expand. I mean, I think people like to learn, and so as they feel they are learning and experiencing and doing things, broadening their horizons as adults, broadening their children's horizons by giving them this opportunity, that's what sustains us. Of course, financially, we struggle. Like many nonprofits do, we don't have a board of directors who are wealthy. We depend on grants. The current director, who is my daughter, does not get paid what a director of a nonprofit should be paid. But she is committed because she grew up in the Art Center as well. She used to come with Nana, as we called my mother, and then with me, and so on. So, and her daughter came. So that's true of the staff as well as the people that we serve.
What would allow the Art Center to thrive right now is getting the funding to have our own buildings. Right now we have a very old building it's beginning to fall apart. The building was old when we got it in the 60s already. And so when we started out doing renovations, we had inspectors come in and tell us essentially the building was a total loss. And that happened to us as we found our programs growing. And so what would allow us to thrive now is to get the funding to put up 2 new buildings, both on this lot and at the site of the original Art Center.
This sculpture park, which is very much in the spirit of everything that we do. We brought community members together and just made this beautiful park. And it will go on to become even bigger. as we will put our new museum over here and indoor gallery that will be a part of this outdoor gallery here. Community centers like ours have been proven to be the greatest inoculation against historical trauma that there is. And part of that is the context that understanding the traditions and the experiences of your ancestors gives. Sort of the frame of reference given by understanding the experiences of your ancestors and having that context combined with the love of family and the ability to create has the ability to replace those trauma responses with something that is more healing, that can bring a sense of wholeness. And so it's important for us to welcome the children in, to welcome the community in, because we can transform the next generations. We have stood the test of time wherever other community centers have failed, and sometimes it's organizational issues or financial issues, but because we run it like a family, we just keep it going. Not to be hokey, but through the power of love, through the power of creativity, and by kind of wrapping everybody up within this familial system. And those really are core African earth-based values. When there's a problem, you bring everybody in. You restore everybody to their rightful place so that everybody has a place within the community.